Welcome back to a hot and sweaty edition of A Guide to Poor Parenting, a podcast where me, Jason,
and me, Jennifer,
have a few drinks
and talk shit about our kids.
Please follow us on Instagram and YouTube at Guide to Poor Parenting,
and Facebook, TikTok at Poor Parent Pod.
And if you have any funny stories about your kids,
or if you need some bad parenting advice or have questions for us,
please call us at 256-274-1329.
Yep.
Miss Jennifer?
Yep.
So it is hot. I am super excited for two reasons. One, we have an amazing guest that you brought in.
I actually brought somebody in. Yay! Well, no, I've brought other people in, but you've done more bringing in than me. But anyways.
But the other thing is I messed up.
Oh, what did you mess up on?
I did not count how many we had banked. So I had to have my mom and Zane step in.
Oh, shit.
Because you were busy last weekend, and then I was like, so mom and dad had to fill in for a couple episodes for you.
Mom and dad?
Mom and Zane. Did I say Zane or is it dad?
You said dad.
Oh, okay.
You said mom and dad had. I was like, oh, your
mom,
dead
dad.
father
Yes,
came back.
So for all our listeners, Jennifer's back, y'all.
I'm back, yes. I didn't even know I was missing, but apparently I missed some. But I met Miss Aubrey here at work. We're not going to say where, but we were in a kind of class together, I guess it was. And she said she was a wrestler. And then I was like, she's interesting. And because then later on she said something about being in music as well. And I was like, damn, this is an interesting person here. And then I said that, we do the podcast because it was some random thing about us. And she and I met outside after the class was over, and I was like, you want to be on a podcast? And here she is.
Hi, Miss Aubrey.
Welcome.
How are y'all doing?
You good?
Good. How are y'all? Come on, get the country out. Let's go. All right. Well, yeah. So we talked a little bit before the podcast, but you said you were nervous, so don't be nervous. Okay. We're just here to talk.
That's right. And you're going to start us off. You want to introduce what we're drinking today?
Yes, we're drinking Wild Turkey 101. It's one of my favorite drinks.
Yep. And it's our first time tasting it, and I like it. It's good. It's when we first, it was there was a little burn. Mm-hmm. When we first took the sip, now that I'm sipping on it, I don't really feel the burn no more.
Well, I think it's the ice melting probably takes the burn off.
Hush.
You hush. Well, so Zane and I went up to Louisville not too long ago, and we did a bunch of bourbon tours, and we went to this one place, and the cheapest bottle they had was $100, and they offered a tasting tour, so we did it. It was really good whiskey, but everyone, if you thought Wild Turkey 101 had a burn, this thing, whatever that shit was, my nose lit on fire. And so they provide little droppers of distilled water, and they're like, put a couple drops in, it'll take the burn off.
Huh.
So, how did you find? Is this just Aubrey? How did you find out about Wild Turkey?
Well. My ex-husband, he used to drink Wild Turkey a lot. He's from the sticks, the country, and down there, most of them drink a lot of Wild Turkey.
Is it because it's cheaper?
Oh, no.
I don't know.
It's not cheap.
It didn't look like a cheap bottle.
It's not. It's cheaper than Maker's Mark.
Oh.
Well, you're right, because Maker's Mark is really good. Yeah. But Wild Turkey, even for a pint, is $17.
Yeah. I would say it's probably on par with maybe maybe a little bit more expensive than the Jack and a Jim Beam.
Okay. Yeah. It's just random because it's from Kentucky. So
yeah, I thought it was Canadian when I was like, where's the fuck is Wild Turkey? And I finally found it.
I don't know. Wild Turkey for me just gives me that kick. It gives me that, okay, let's do something fucking wild.
Let's go on a podcast.
Yeah. Get drunk on a podcast. Come on.
Now, Miss Aubrey, we'll get into the interview in just a second. We're 4 minutes in. Jennifer was telling me that you are actually a musician, a wrestler. What other amazing things have you done with your time? Anything you want to promote?
I'm an entrepreneur. I do love wrestling. I was a pro wrestler maybe about 2 years. I still am. I'm just in transition of moving up here, finding a ring. I am music. I started when I was 16. Actually, I come from a family of 10, and 5 of the siblings and we had a band. And so that's kind of what kicked off the musician. And ever since we split, I've always was like, I want to continue music. So I learned piano, guitar, I have the bass. And so I really, really love music. If I could do that full time, that's what I would do.
That's really cool.
And so, and then I am a mom.
The Jackson 5,
yeah.
Michael now, or Janet.
Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah.
So we're in Huntsville. Weirdly enough, Jennifer and I have a lot of Georgia and Virginia listeners, and we don't know why, and some Canadian, and some Belgium.
Yeah, I want to say we were in Europe as well. And that's because of me, because my German comes out. You know.
So you're not a native to Huntsville. You're from Gaston area, is what you said?
So I'm originally from Florida.
Florida.
So I lived in Florida. I was born in Tampa, and I lived in Boca Raton, Palm Springs, Fort Lauderdale.
Good Lord.
And so, yeah, I've lived everywhere. I lived in Georgia. Hey, y'all Georgians. I lived in Georgia, small town called Somerville. And so I've lived in Somerville for a little bit. I lived in Chattanooga for a little bit. And
I love Chattanooga.
Yeah, me too. I lived in Chattanooga for a little bit. And then I lived in Rome when I first moved out. I moved out when I was 24. So I lived in Rome. And then when I met my ex-husband, which is weird, you know, but I met my ex-husband, and then he had kids in Alabama, and so that's what moved me to Alabama.
Oh, okay. We have a friend who's from Rome, JoJo.
Oh, JoJo's. I actually have a friend who lives in Rome right now.
Well, JoJo's mom, dad, and sister and nephew are in Rome.
Okay. Good old JoJo. JoJo is like a big, I don't know if he's a big wig, but he's big at the Space and Rocket Center. He was like a music or some sort of director. Some sort of director. Yeah.
Something or other. So one of our friends, his real name is Joseph, but we called him JoJo.
Yeah.
So.
But I have a college friend that's in Rome now, and he said that he's actually in Marjorie Taylor Greene's district.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, well, do y'all know who Marjorie Taylor Greene is? Mm-hmm. Crazy Republican blonde
that's the one they make fun of all the time on SNL? Okay. Mm-hmm. I know that. I don't keep up. You know, I don't keep up with politics.
She's one of the crazy blondes.
I hide from anything that's in politics.
All right. So before we get too deep into the interview, let's go ahead and take a quick break, and we'll be right back. And we're back.
It's our break.
It's our break. As Aubrey's like tickled.
Well, what's so funny is that like the intro music, you hear it.
Yeah.
I don't, but I pretend I do. Like I'm jamming out to it, and we were both kind of like wiggling a little bit, and she was looking at me and looking at you, and she's just like, "You can't hear. What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I do it every time. I'm just pretending that I'm listening to the music too, so that way I can get into not character, but get into
the energy,
ready to talk." Yeah. And then when we were doing the break, I'm doing my fingers, So yeah.
Good times. Yeah, for what Jennifer's talking about is that every time we have a podcast, I have a little recorder and I have a little button where I have a what do you call it? I guess sound effect button, and I hit it, and I'm the only one with headphones, so I'm sitting there listening to our intro music, and then at a certain spot I start talking, but Jennifer and our guests are usually just like, "What the fuck is he doing?"
No, I just pretend I hear it too. It's because it's an interesting intro.
Yeah.
Maybe we picked a kind of circusy, I want to say. Wasn't it?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. I don't know. Miss Audrey, you'll have to tell us when you hear it.
So husband brought you to Alabama.
Well, let's back up a second. Did you met the person you were going to marry in Rome, Georgia? Did y'all get married in Rome?
She don't remember.
So yeah, that's something I tried to forget.
So we won't bring it up. Yeah. So we'll just.
What is it? We were pipe fitters. I was a pipe fitter. We met.
The hell, like. You have been everywhere and done like everything. Like you make me feel like
sheltered life.
I've never done nothing. And I've traveled.
I grew up a very sheltered life, and my mom was very strict. And
you just rebelled.
I mean,
you're like, "Fuck you, mom! I'm gonna be a wrestler. I'm gonna be a pipe fitter."
I moved out. Like I said, I moved out when I was 24, and I I saw 18-year-olds doing a lot of things.
Yeah.
And by the time I was 24, I was like, man, I got to catch up. I got to catch up with what I always wanted to do. And so I've never let anything hold me back. And the moment I'm like, this is what I want to do. Okay, I'm going to go do it.
There you go.
And so that's just how I was. But yeah, we were pipe fitters. And then I believe we did get married in Rome.
Okay.
I believe we did get married in Rome.
So how long ago was this? Was like 6 years ago or so?
We were married for 6 years.
Oh.
So yeah, it was a long time ago. It was probably back in 2017.
Long time ago.
Yeah.
That's 8 years ago.
Yeah.
Now, I know it is impolite to ask a lady how old she is, but are you?
I am 36 years old.
You are a baby.
You are a baby.
Oh, please.
I'm 50 is like
please,
not
I
far
can
over the
feel it in
horizon.
my knees.
I'm mid-40s.
I keep teasing her about I can't use the P word anymore, but I keep telling her she told me I had to call it cougar puberty.
Yep.
So.
Because he kept calling me perimenopausal, and I'm like, shut up. And then I found a
meme,
and it was like, don't call it that. Call it cougar puberty. I was like, I like that better. I don't like it at all, really, but it is what it is.
I was going to tell you, I was talking to our friend Judith, who you don't know, but
Judy
Booty. She's been on the podcast. She was saying she just started estrogen, and it's really helped a lot. And migraines are actually a sign of hormonal decrease. So you might talk to your. Well, we've actually had this conversation, haven't we?
Yeah.
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 Anyway,
yeah,
Miss Aubrey.
Yeah, so you moved to Alabama with your ex many years ago, and then you guys. So you were a stepmom.
How'd you know?
Well, because you said it. You said that he had kids, and that's the reason why you went to Alabama.
Oh, you're right.
How many stepkids did you have?
Yeah.
2.
All right.
And how old were they?
Oh, they were like 13, 14.
Oh,
I
good
know.
Lord. Okay, that's a bad time to be a stepmom, I'm sure.
I don't know. You can edit this out if you want to.
Yeah.
Okay.
You edit anything
the first
you want
time, my husband's white. The first time I met his kids, they're in the age. First time I get in the car, he's like loading something out there. They lean over the seat and go, "What's up, my nigga?"
Oh my God!
Oh,
because where we're from.
My goodness.
Oh my God!
You can edit it if you
no,
want to.
No. That just.
I can edit anything else, but that is
Oh my gosh.
That is a story and a half.
I was the only black female on the mountain. We call it the mountain. And I was the only black person they have ever come in contact with. And the first thing that they felt so comfortable with was
the N-word. Oh my God.
Was going in with that. And I'm like, I'm coming from a small, I'm very sheltered, so I don't know how to react. I'm biracial myself. My mom is white, my dad's black. So I don't even take offense to nothing. I really don't. But when they did that, I'm looking back, I'm like, okay, Aubrey, what did I get myself into?
I would have gone running.
Yeah.
But we developed them 2 kids. I really do love them because we were married for 6 years, and I've seen them come from teenagers up until they were adults when they got married. And so I really love them. We have a great relationship like that.
That's good.
There was nothing, but I just felt like, that was our introduction.
Yeah.
They were like, hey,
that is
we're,
cool. All right.
Were y'all
Start out really. And then bring it down. Come on, guys.
Were you also married were you still married to your ex-husband when they got married?
Yeah, I was. That was out of our trend. Well, we were separated.
Oh, okay.
We were separating at that point. But yeah.
But did you tell them if you see another black person, don't say that? That's not the first thing that you say.
No, I let them learn their lesson on their own.
Let them get beat down.
Learn their lesson on their own. But they were cool. I just thought that was funny.
That is, my son is black, and he told me that I had to ask permission to say that word, and I'm like, I hate that word. I would never say that word. And he's like, but you have to ask. I was like, you go tell those angry white men over there that they have to ask permission to say it and see what the fuck happens.
Yeah.
You're going to get beat up.
Yeah.
And he's like, huh? I'm like, oh, Lord. Because, he, I don't know his thinking process is, but yeah, and because I've grown up with a lot of black people. So, like, when I was in high school, like, I would hang out with my friends and, what's up? Nope, I'm your friend. Call me homie, whatever, but don't say that word.
Yeah, exactly, though.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm good. But, everybody that I've met I've dated that were black that, you know, if I said, you know, please don't say that word.
Kalia has asked me if she can say it before, because for our listeners who don't know, Kalia is black. My children, both my children and grandchildren, all are black. And she's like, can I say the N-word? I was like, you can say it, just not around me. And I was like, do not say it around any of your great-grandparents or us, because, like, the older generations really don't want to, like, that is not a word for us.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to say it around your mom, you want
If
to say it around your uncle,
she says it,
fine. But
yeah.
it was like, that is, did I tell, my granddaughter, she was so mad, she's like, can I curse? And I'm like, no. Dang it. I was like, what, I was like, have I ever said you could cuss in front of me?
I mean, but why?
She was just irritated with something.
But, I mean, why won't you let her?
We
talk about everything so openly.
I told her I wanted her to wait a little bit longer because she's not quite an adult. I've eased up on some of the like quasi curse words like crap and piss. I'm like those. I'm like, okay, you can say those. Mm-hmm. Don't say them around grandma, great grandma, or Nana, or Gammy and Papa. Don't say it around them. But I was like,
I'll just let her. Like, come on, let's go for a ride. Just
Ray,
piss your fucking head off.
Ray's 5 years old and he says a shit ton of curse words. I mean,
like, I'm not gonna like pissed. I'm not gonna punish her. I might punish her the first time. But
the thing is, yeah, it's how they use.
Yeah, no,
if you're cussing at me, fuck you.
Yeah, we're not doing insults.
He doesn't do that,
yeah.
And he doesn't do it out in public.
And it's for a 5-year-old that's smart to know not to do that.
He is. He really doesn't do it out in public, and it's usually around
Roblox
or mom. Yeah. I see him cursing Roblox.
Yeah. Wesley got kicked off of Roblox, putting the N-word in. Misspelled it, but he got kicked off. And I'm like, dude. First off, it ain't even spelled right. Like not like, you know, like the ER or the A. It was like there was an E in there, and I'm like, what the fuck were you trying to say? Because that is what were you trying to speak Spanish? Like, are you supposed to try to say black in, you know, Spanish? Because, you know,
was it 1G?
But fuck if I remember. I remember there was an E in there, so I'm like, what the hell were you trying to say? But I'm like, dude, you know the rules. Don't get mad at me because you've got your fucking, you know, kicked off for like, what, 72 hours or whatever the kicked off is. But, dude, it is funny what they...
the standards are strange.
Really, really strange. So,
right. So, young lady, you are in your late 20s, moving from Rome, Georgia, with your inward saying stepkids to the country to like Gadsden, Alabama, I think, which is middle of fucking nowhere.
It's so Gadsden actually is a big city.
Compared to the mountain. Remember, she lived on the mountain.
Because I only say Gadsden because most people know where Gadsden is, but it's in Cherokee County in Sandrock, Alabama.
Oh, I know. I've heard of Sandrock.
Okay, so, you know, because they're pretty close, but when I say Sandrock to most people, they're like, I don't even know where Gadsden is. It's like 30 minutes away from Gadsden.
Yeah. Isn't there like an amphitheater in Sandrock?
No.
No?
What is it? They just got their first Dollar General superstore.
Oh.
But there's a...
Where's the little stadium thingy down?
Isn't there a...
Maybe there's another rock in Alabama that we went to.
Painted Rock?
Huh? No.
No, I don't. I know. Isn't there a? They just put in a water park there, didn't they?
Absolutely, they did. It's in Leesburg. Yes, it's called Pirates Bay.
Yeah.
Is that the one we were talking about taking the kids to?
No, that's in Coleman.
Oh. That one's really nice. They got cabins. It's on the lake. It's so beautiful.
The
Pirates Bay.
Leesburg?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
I have to go to that one.
Next year?
No, absolutely. It is the most amazing thing you'll probably ever do. And like, I love the people, so I'm not doing an advertisement for them. But you can buy a cabin or rent a cabin, and it's like maybe $100. $120, you know, but you get to be at the park, wake up the morning, go straight into the water park, have all your fun, and then towards the end of the night when they close the park, they have an ice cream shop, and then they have these big balloons that kids can play, people can go in the field. They have this thing where they call a glow ride, and you can get on this thing and ride around the park, spraying people with water. And the people are so nice. It's so amazing.
I'll have to look because we were debating whether to do a beach trip or like something in Coleman. So I think I'd rather do the Sand Mountain thing.
If we can get a couple of cabins that not so far away.
Oh, it's beautiful. You get your own fire pit. Oh man, I love that place.
I'll be looking into that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're in Cherokee County now.
The mountain.
Population 200.
There you go.
Yeah, something itty bitty.
She's the only black woman.
Most likely, because like in Alabama, well, I don't know. Is that like there's a?
Well, that's what
there's,
she said. That's what she's going
well, I think that was in Rome, where you were the only black woman, right?
No,
that's
she
in
went to
San
the
Rock.
mountain.
Yeah, Rome
because
is
the kids,
very heavily populated, you know?
Oh, okay.
because the kids were there.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
The stepkids were in the mountain.
Yeah.
It's hard to keep up. You've done a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you have your white stepkids, and then you get pregnant pretty.
No.
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 All right. So.
Oh wait.
So you moved to Alabama around 2017 or 18,
Yeah.
somewhere there?
Yeah.
And then,
I think it was actually 2016 or 2015.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how long were y'all married before you got pregnant?
We were probably, I want to say, I mean, first of all, I'm putting on the spot. I got pregnant in 2020.
20. Okay. So probably about 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Were y'all trying, or was it just a surprise?
It was a very big surprise because I separated from him like 2 or 3 months before I got pregnant. So, yeah. I we all know how babies
Back
are made.
and forth, yeah.
Yeah, we went back and forth, and I left him in December, and I was like, I already knew this wasn't going to work because he was I'm not putting any business out, but we had our problems, and I just wasn't going to put up with it anymore. In December of 2018, I said, I'm leaving. I separated for a whole month. I got my stuff together, and I was like, in January, I was like, I want to leave and go to Colorado to record an album. And so in January, I started packing all my stuff. I was still married, and I was still a little naive, very young-minded. And I was like, I'm leaving, but I don't know how to divorce. I don't know how this is going to work. And so I was kind of like still kind of scared. And I really loved him so much. I loved my husband. I loved him. So I didn't really want to leave him, but I really want him to change. But I was like, I was like, this is over. So January, I was like, I'm packing. I'm going to go to Colorado. I was working at a dealership. And so I was like, I put in my 2 weeks. And then by the end of January, he was like, oh, just take me back. I'll give you 110%. I'll do whatever it takes. I'll quit drinking. I'll do whatever it takes.
So he was, the wild turkey.
Yeah, right on. And so I was like, okay, fine. I will give it a shot. I will, after the 100 or the millionth chance, this one's going to be different.
Yeah.
And then by April, I had my ticket, everything. I was like, well, if you still want this to work, I'm still going to Colorado because I've already made up my mind. I've quit my job. He goes, well, I guess we'll go to Colorado together. But April, when we were leaving, I found out I was pregnant in April, like 2 weeks. Whatever it takes to find out you're pregnant. Yeah. I mean, in April, I know I got pregnant. And so in my mind, nevertheless of what happened, I know that was his chance to get back in, get me pregnant, and for me to entrap me, basically. Mm-hmm. And because, I only say that because when we got to Colorado, it was a great time, but it was still back and forth, the drinking. I mean, I worked 6 jobs because I paid for the album and paid for my bills, and he paid for at home because we were paying for at home, paying for in Colorado, and I was paying for my album. I worked 6 jobs and had to get up at 4 a.m. and I got some tickets to go to an open bar, and I'm not going to hold him back. If you can be an adult, go ahead and do it. But he couldn't. And so at 4 a.m, I had to get up. At 3 a.m, I'm trying to figure out where he is down the interstate because he was hitting the car, got out, a lot of drama.
Oh, good Lord, that is a lot of drama.
Yeah. And I'm thinking to myself, in Colorado, this man told me he was going to do all these things. But when I had my son, I had my son in 2020, and we got back home before we had my baby. And if it wasn't for my son, I don't think I would have ever left him.
You don't think you would have had the courage to leave him?
And not only that, I didn't have a place to stay, and I had a baby, and I didn't have a car, and I like all of these things that I didn't have, which I had when I was in the marriage, and I could have left him easy. But when I saw my son, and I saw you are who, you hang around, and I didn't want my son to be raised like that.
Right.
I saw exactly who my son was going to be if I did not make a change. And I can let him do what he was doing to me. But when he started doing it to our little boy, I was like, oh no, absolutely not. Because I come from childhood trauma.
Yeah.
I know exactly what that feels like. And the last thing I wanted to do is repeat the cycle.
Right.
And so I got my son, and we've had it rough, but nevertheless, by me doing what I did, it's led us to an abundance of success and, life of luxury. And I love every decision I made. And, that's that, y'all.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, we're getting in the podcast now. She just said that's it. There's
There
no
we
more.
go. We're all
There's
done.
no more. We're done.
Bye, y'all.
Bye. All right, it was nice talking to you. We're done now.
Well, I was about to say, this was 2020, so that was a peak COVID.
Yeah.
I know it was. It was so scary. And like the doctor said, if you get him out around anybody, he's going to have a stent in his head with a needle. What
the fuck?
Jesus.
A needle, and he'll die instantly. And I'm like, it was just a lot to deal with.
That's scary.
It was a lot to deal with.
Were you still in Rome when
No, we were in Alabama.
in the mountain still when you had him?
Yeah, we were.
Where in Colorado were y'all?
We were in Denver. That was probably one of the most amazing.
I lived in Denver for about 6 months. It's a
amazing.
really cool city.
It really is. We went to Golden, Colorado. Now, me and my ex-husband were on good standings, and all of Colorado was not bad. You have to take the bad with the good. And I'm not going to place all of the blame on him that our marriage failed. Because when I look back at it now, I'm like, did I put up with a lot? Sure. But could I have done more? Probably so. And
But it wouldn't have changed.
It probably wouldn't have.
No,
But
I'm saying it wouldn't have changed. There's
It
no
wouldn't.
probably in there. You're not going to change somebody. There's just no.
No.
You think? Oh
Jennifer,
yeah.
hush. Let her finish.
It's not.
But I'm just saying, like, there's no probably.
You're right. You're
He's
right.
not going to change.
You're right. But
We all go through that. We're going to
you're
change
right.
somebody.
You're-
And
he-
they never,
you're right.
I know. I'm always right.
Let her finish her damn segment. Aubrey, please
No, I'm
continue.
just trying to make her laugh, really open up a little bit. You know?
No, but you're right. Because that's the biggest fight you have is he going to change? Is he not going to change? And am I wasting my time? I just want to say, like, yeah, we went through our trials and tribulations, but it wasn't all bad, especially in Colorado. I mean, we've had it was hard, but nevertheless, it was the best experience ever. Such the best experience.
What was in Colorado that you had to go to record?
So I wrote my songs, I played my songs, and when I lived on the mountain, I was practicing all by myself, and I know how to use the computer and I know how to record music, but when you have to lay down so many tracks, when you have to do the drums, when you have to do the editing, that's something
all the music and the singing and the editing.
and I just wanted somebody to do that for me.
And you couldn't find that anywhere but Colorado?
Well, I went to Colorado on my own back in, I think, 2017. And I just made a trip to Colorado. And so I went to Colorado when I was, back in 2017. And
When you were like 12.
no.
Because you're a baby.
I don't know how old I
It doesn't
was.
matter. I'm
25.
being silly.
But I thoroughly enjoyed that. And when I was thinking of where I want to go to record my album, I was like,
That's
well,
where.
It's legal. Wink, wink, it's legal.
Now, what are we talking about, Miss Aubrey?
Yeah, what's the wink wink about? I don't know what that means.
It's legal.
I don't know what the wink wink
And
is.
I didn't know how open it was, but when I got there, it was extremely open.
Yeah.
They treated me like I was a queen, with my skin coming from
He's
Alabama.
the ebony goddess.
I was.
Right?
I mean, I met so many people down there. It was so incredible. The people were just amazing. There was lots to do.
So you just kind of fell in love with Colorado.
I
So you're like,
did.
I'm going to make my album here.
I think she fell in love with big city life, is what she fell in love with.
Yeah.
It was. But the traffic there is horrible. The
The 6 months I lived in Denver, I lived in like the southern suburbs, and we actually just went back last year to spread my dad's ashes up at Winter Park. Because he loved Colorado, but Colorado, like what tickles me about what you've been talking about is that Denver especially, it's like it is such a new and young city. There's not a lot of cultural identity. Like you
Yes.
go to like places like New Orleans or Philadelphia or older established cities. It's like there's a lot of character there, but Denver is just like all brand new, so there's not much to it. It's culturally, at least, there's not a cultural identity. And actually, our photographer for our wedding said the same thing. She's just like, I love it, but there's not like it is like the cultural equivalent of mayonnaise. It is just very like not much to it because it's such a young city. So I'm just amazed that you found such a cultural hub there.
Maybe because you're white.
No, what is it? When I first got there, I would meet so many different types of people, and one person told me it's their motto, or I guess it's their motto of, we are considered the implant state, that multiple people from around the United States or the world, they come here, and those people, from what I saw, the people who are coming around the world, when you're talking about culture, those are the different subs. They got so many different subs of cultures, and that's what I love the most. You're not going to find one big group of black people. You're going to find your whites, your blacks, your Mexicans, your Chinese people all hanging out in one big old hub, and they're all so friendly because I think they're just escaping the norms of what that subculture or culture is in New Orleans or California. Or I just love that place, I love it.
I want to go because I was born in Colorado Springs.
Oh yeah.
And anything about Colorado because we left when I was really, really young. I'm an Army brat, so I would love to go to Colorado, but I would do it. I have no memory. I would love to go, but I don't any. I love New Orleans.
Yeah, I want to go back. I want to take Kalia there sometime. What,
Colorado or New Orleans?
No, she's been in New Orleans, Colorado.
Okay.
I was gonna say that. So did you go to Colorado explicitly to record your album?
I did.
Did you know someone there that was going to produce it?
So
she just loved Colorado so much.
I had
to go back.
I had a Tahoe, and that was going to be our ride. The Tahoe, Chevy.
The car?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we had a Tahoe.
He's gay. You gotta spell it out for him. I knew what she meant.
So we packed the Tahoe down.
For our European listeners.
Sure. Okay.
Filled it up with gas, and I think we left in May.
Oh, so you drove to Colorado?
No, yeah. So we.
I thought you were flying because you were like.
Oh no! So no, because I had to bring my equipment. I had to bring all of our stuff.
Gotcha.
We fill up the Tahoe. We get it filled up with gas, oil change, everything. And when we get ready to go, the engine blows.
Oh shit!
I know.
Good old American cars.
Oh.
I was like, now and then my grandfather was like, well, this is a sign. You shouldn't go. You shouldn't go. It's a bad decision. You're going to waste all your money. You're going to waste all your stuff. And I'm like, well, I'm going no matter what. Like, I've had a shitty year. This is my thing. And not only that, this is the first decision that I was like, well, why are you going to go to Colorado and make an album? Can't you? I'm like, no, I'm doing it. So I called up one of my sisters. She sent me $500 for a car. I already booked a 2-week Airbnb there. Well, we're supposed to stay there until the album gets done, but I only booked the Airbnb for 2 weeks. Our car rental is done by the time we get there.
Oh shit!
Good Lord, Aubrey, you're flying by the seat of your pants.
Yep.
I mean, I feel like that's like her whole life.
Absolutely.
Just like let's pipe fitter, wrestler, let's go. I don't care. I'm just going to try everything.
You are so right. And so when we get there, and my ex-husband, he is logical, thinking about all these things. We're not going to make it. Debbie Downer is what you call him.
Wah, wah, wah.
I know. He's like, we're not going to make it. We got all these bills. He doesn't have a job. We're going out there with no jobs too. Wow. And so we turned in the car, and I'm pregnant.
How far along are you?
Six
what is
jobs.
it? By May, I think I was in my first trimester.
Okay.
And then you're working 6 jobs.
Yeah, I was working. I was 38 weeks working with a big old belly.
Now, what are these jobs?
So I did. So I have to start. Right here. So the car gets turned back in, and we got 2 weeks in the Airbnb, so we're trying to figure out what we're going to do. And the first thing that we think of, well, never mind, I probably shouldn't even say that.
No, go ahead. Say it.
But we go and get us some wink wink.
Some wink wink. So that's what we're going to call it from now on.
Yeah. Okay.
We're going to call the wink wink. Yeah.
So, but we come out of the shop, walking down the thing. We don't have a job, but
you
we're
have
just
a car.
Yep.
You got some weed and a place to stay for 2 weeks.
But my ex-husband's like, he's stressing, but it was a good thing that we had that because it calmed him down enough to where we're just walking, and all of a sudden we bump into some dude, and we're like, we're trying to get some jobs, any local unions, because he's part of the union, that I was part of the union.
Because you were pipe fitters.
Yeah, and he goes, you know what? You can join a labor's union. He gave us the address. We had to get our tools, and this was like our first week there. Me and him together started working at a union, setting up trade shows. So that was my first job, setting up trade shows, putting together all the little cassette things, Home Depot. We put Samsung, we put everything together. And then he got into the pipe fitters union down there. So he got him a job. And then I started working at trade shows. So we started having money coming in. We didn't have a car, and we were like, so how are we going to get back and forth? And I'm pregnant, like, how are we going to get back and forth? So I downloaded the bus system, and they have a great bus system.
They do have a good public transport system.
It is incredible. You can get from point A to point B. They'll show up on time, and they'll take you anywhere and everywhere.
Yep.
So we started doing the bus system, and my ex-husband is country. Now, when I say he's country, when I say country, I'm like,
when you say you're from the mountain, that just says country.
I mean, he
like
doesn't do bus systems. He doesn't. No. So the first morning at the Airbnb, I'm like, you already have a job. I already showed you the bus system.
Figure it out,
Yes,
motherfucker.
exactly. Right. He gets off of work, he goes, he's a rager. Like, he has a temper that just snaps. I can't figure this out. And me being pregnant, my emotions, it was just so much. I said, if you can't figure it out, I guess you're not getting home.
Motherfucker.
Nice. You're a grown ass man.
Exactly.
Get with it. Let's go.
I'm telling you, he showed up, but he showed back up to the house, but it took him 3 days. He was like, I can't do the bus system. We're going to go find us a car. So he financed.
With what money?
Exactly. That was where it was too, and with what job. And
yeah.
I do fly at the seat of my plants. I follow my spirit, and I'm not super religious to where you could call it a denomination, but I do believe in the spirit of life and the vibration of, if you want, the life is going to give it back to you. So we literally was like, we want to go to Colorado. Here's a place to stay. You want a car? It gave us a car, and we eventually,
pretty much minute by minute, not even like day by day.
We got the car.
Please
some
tell me
people live paycheck to paycheck. You're living minute by minute.
Yes.
Please tell me it wasn't another Tahoe.
No. We got a car. By the time our Airbnb was up, we just got the car. We lived in the car for about a week.
That's gotta be rough.
And it was like, oh man, my feet were swelling. Everything was bad.
Yeah.
It was so bad. I got on Craigslist, and we're looking for places to stay. We
like
call her
rooms to rent, something like that.
We found a basement, and we found in our budget, and we call her Crazy Catherine. She was crazy. And she rented out all of her rooms, so there's people upstairs. We had the basement all to ourselves downstairs. Clawfoot tub. It was amazing. But the jobs go back to setting up trade shows. I cleaned Airbnbs. I worked at Denny's. And these are jobs that, like, when I was doing the day shift for setting up trade shows, I get off and sleep for a little bit at Denny's at night.
Damn, girl.
Work Denny's at night. I cleaned Airbnbs on the weekend. I did open mic nights.
And you're pregnant.
Yeah, I did open my.
For music.
Yeah, I did open my.
I was thinking for a minute there, I was like talking about stand up. I was like, what?
No. I did that, and then I set up the trade shows that that week, and then I'd be a hostess for the trade shows itself. So I'd dress nice, and then I'd go and
you're wicked pregnant.
Yeah, hey, look at this chair. Do you want to
it's a really nice chair. This is a really nice couch.
And then when we get done
table?
selling the chair, I'd take the trade chores down. It was
That's
amazing.
A lot.
It was.
And then you're making your album all in the same span of doing all this and being pregnant. That is a lot of energy and just like effort.
That's some late 20s energy right there.
Like right now, I would be like, look, we just worked 12 straight days. And today I'm like, last night I took my parents and my brother out to dinner. And I'm like, my mom was like, you look tired. I'm like, I've been working 12 days straight. I'm so tired. She's like, you good? I got you some.
Ma'am,
some food.
50 is like, I'm like not far on the horizon, and
for you,
for me, not for you, because you're a baby. And Aubrey is definitely a baby.
She's a baby.
But like when I hit my mid 40s, like God bless, I can't. I will say when I was in my late 20s, early 30s, I could have done that. Because I was like Mr. Ambitious, but damn, that's a lot.
I've never had, I guess, that ambition.
You haven't been pushed in that situation, though.
I'm just Peter Pan. Like, I don't know what I want to be, so I've been in the same job for half my life almost. Like, it's just.
Jennifer, I suspect had you in your late 20s moved to Colorado, you would have taken care of both. You would have taken care of shit.
Look, I'm gonna call weed wink wink from now on. Like that's just
wink wink
wink wink. Let's get some wink wink gummies, or let's get some. let's go get some wink wink. That's what I'm gonna call weed from now on.
So I just want to go back to you're doing all this shit. When do you find time to actually record?
On the weekends.
And how do you like find someone to record with?
So when I went to Colorado the first time, and I went to open mic night, and I bumped into some people. And when I bumped into some people, they introduced me to a producer. And that's how I don't think it was the first time. I think it was the second, was when we were there. My ex-husband and I went to a show, and the girl that was singing was so good. She was just amazing. I can't remember her name now, but she was so amazing that we became friends after the show. And then she was having a house party at her house, and I was like, man, I want to record my album. I don't know who to record it with. She's like, next door his name is Kyle. He'll record your album for you. And he just had a garage in the back. It was like he recorded Weezer. I Can Ride My Bikes with No Handlebars.
Oh, wow.
Like, we're talking garage band.
Yes. Nice.
Yes.
Wow.
So true. Like,
yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And he's so down to earth. He is an amazing musician. And I was like, I don't work with everybody. I'm a very private person, and for me
so you come on a podcast and spill all your beans?
Well, she asked me to do it, so I said yes.
Don't blame that shit on me.
And so when I met him, I was like, I have this vision, I have this thing. He was like, well, let's see what happens. And so that's what happened.
Yeah, I love how you blame that shit on me. You could have said no. I'm glad you did.
But like I said, I want to be able to be on a podcast. I want to do podcasts. So and that's the reason why I moved to Huntsville as well, is
to do podcasts.
It's such a big city.
I wanted to meet like-minded people. I wanted to surround myself around people who are doing things that I'm already interested in. And so when she said podcast, and
she said wrestling, I was like, come on.
I can see Jennifer's a wrestler.
What is it?
What the fuck? I know.
I told myself
they would break me.
Nah, we'll go easy on you, baby girl. But when I moved out here, I told myself I'm not going to say no to any opportunity or no opportunity. I'm going to say yes. I'm going to do it. I'm going to commit to it, because everything that you do turn down is like, what if? What would have happened if I said no?
Yeah, true.
And so
you would have just been a bad
I would have been in bed.
interviewee. Yes.
Oh well.
That was the words.
I mean,
it's just crazy. Your life has been like we haven't even got to the birth of your son, and we're about probably an hour in. I want to say
45. Yeah.
45. Yeah, you have had
I was about to say, why don't we go back up and so you get done with the album. And do you just be like, okay, the album's done.
We're back to Alabama.
We're gonna move back to Alabama, or is this like we're out of money, we need to move back?
No, no. I mean, we like. I'm like in my mind reliving it. So after me
Is that
having
a bad thing?
no,
Oh, okay.
God no.
I just want to make sure. Like,
after me having all of my jobs, and Corey's a pipe fitter, so
the ex is a pipe fitter.
Yeah, my ex-husband is a pipe fitter, and so here and where he's locally around here, the wages are like $28 an hour. Out there, they're like $42, $52.
Oh damn!
Yeah,
Damn.
so that just he's making $10,000 a month,
Right?
And I'm like, okay,
hell yeah.
So we're making good money. I'm making good money. By the time it's December, I'm already about 38 weeks pregnant. I can't sing. I can't sing to save my life.
Yes. And lay there.
I was about to say, with that baby pushing up on your diaphragm, I bet you can't.
Oh my God, it was horrible. It was horrible. And like in my album, I could hear it now. But I told myself, by December, he was born in January. And so we didn't run out of money. We were running out of time.
For the birth of your son.
Oh, for the birth.
Yes, because we were going to have him in Colorado.
Why?
Because I don't
Insurance?
No, because
You wanted to be close to family?
yeah. It was like a family birth. I always planned on having him back at home. Staying in Colorado wasn't permanent.
That was just for the album.
Yeah.
What is the name of your album? Because we keep calling it the album, but I mean, we might as well say if it's out there. What is the name of
The
your album?
album is called Self-Made.
Self-Made.
Yeah.
And
By Aubrey. It's in.
So it is your full. It is.
It
You
is.
don't go by like a pseudonym or anything.
Well, I'm
like that?
changing it to Aubrey Rose Ray, but at the
Rose
time
Ray?
it was Aubrey Rose Ray.
So that's how. So Aubrey Edson is how they can see it
Yeah,
on
Aubrey
anything.
Edson.
Georgians. Is that what you said they were called?
Georgians.
Y'all, go ahead.
And,
Look up Aubrey Edson.
it'll be in the
And
show notes.
Self-Made.
It'll be in the link.
It's like It's On.
Well, I was about to say when before you leave, I'll get the info, and we'll put it in the show notes
So that
people
the
click
people
on it.
can like look you up. Because we keep saying the album, and I'm like, fuck. We've been talking
What's
about
the
the album. What is the album called? So Self-Made.
Self-Made.
So that's nice. All right. So then you go. You're like, okay, album's done. Gonna go have my son. Yeah. He's changed, but he hasn't changed. You give birth, and you're like, fuck. Yeah. I have a boy I love to death because I can just see it in your fucking face. Mm-hmm. And you're like, okay, something's gotta give. And you're like,
yeah,
what has gotta give?
Yeah.
And then you give
The
X
husband, the
away.
Yeah.
And you're like, you and your son. Can we say your son's name?
Yeah, his name is Ray.
Ray?
Aww.
Yeah, we call him Ray.
So Rose Ray is
Yeah.
part. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I see the connection there. I got you. So Ray is born, and you're like, yep.
Yeah.
Ray's going to have a different life than I did.
Yeah.
Ray's not going to be sheltered. Ray's going to be, because you said that Ray is 5, and so he is his own person.
Absolutely.
There is no, not like your strictness from your mother, because it sounded like your mom was really strict.
Yeah.
And so you're kind of giving him his own space to live, but also
His
being
own individuality.
His mom.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So
Because
you're doing that good like combination. That's how my mom did. My mom had that good combination of like being a mother, but also being a kind of. But she was still giving me a look, and I'm like, oh shit, something bad. You know,
yeah.
I can see that with you, and really.
No. Yeah.
And so now, when do you move to Madison County?
That was back in October of 2024.
Okay, so you're still in the mountain for a good few years of his life, right?
Yeah.
When did y'all actually finally divorce?
We divorced in 2022.
Okay, so you're still...
We separated for a year and a half.
Okay.
And then in 2022, he did, because we were supposed to go to counseling. We were supposed to get our stuff
How you gonna get a white man from the mountain to go to counseling?
No, you're right.
There is no fucking way. I'm sorry. For
I know.
anybody, if they live on a fucking mountain and they call it the mountain, you're not gonna go counseling. That is just not the country way. Because if you call where you live the mountain, your fucking country is shit.
No, for
like,
real.
there's that draw.
Like, there's no cell service.
Yeah, I mean,
it's almost as difficult as getting a half German woman to go to therapy.
Fuck you. I'm going. You're working out insurance, motherfucker. Damn. You know what? No more drink for you. I just poured that for you as well.
Aubrey,
I was nice.
Please continue.
Yeah, See how he does me? Do me so wrong. Damn. I told you I was going.
Shush. Aubrey, keep going. Tell us about the failed attempt at therapy.
Are you good?
Yeah, no, I am. So, yeah, we were supposed to go to therapy. And we separated for a year and a half. And I grabbed all of Ray's stuff. We didn't live out of our car, but we were bouncing from friend to friend. And I was like, man, you know what? If I don't get my stuff together, because he kept all the land and he kept, all of the house. And so I was like, man, if I don't get myself together, then there's an opportunity for him to take Ray. And like, I don't have a stable house.
Right.
And so I bought me a fifth wheel. And
for people that don't know, that is a
camper.
No, it's called a fifth wheel, y'all.
Yeah, but like some people
for
don't know
our European or Northern listeners,
or people who
or a travel trailer.
There you go, travel.
It is a completely legitimate way to live. I know people. I know people who live at campgrounds in them.
Yeah,
so, there you go.
No, I have. I've seen it. That's where I got the idea because I knew it was self-sustainable,
Right.
And I did not want to buy a house, and I did not want to rent because I don't know where I'm.
Just kind of jump from
Yeah.
whim to whim. Mm-hmm. Is that?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not trying to be mean.
No,
but
that
like,
is.
You say I want to be this, and then you're going to be this, and then I want to be this, and I'm going to be this, and I am the complete opposite. Mm-hmm. We are complete opposite because I have stayed.
Yeah, I just made my mind up, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna buy this. I moved it within reasons of, he was like 10 minutes away, so we could still co-parent.
Right.
We were separated, and then there was a domestic incident in front of my son where the cops had to be called, and when that happened,
fuck this.
Yeah, that's when I realized that,
you can't live 10 minutes away. You gotta
and not only that, it's like, let's go to counseling. But instead of going to counseling, we're doing this in front of our son. Right. And I was like, well, then I think that was the no point return is when you put your hands on me.
Yeah. In front of
my
child.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And because then all I keep thinking is, if he sees this is the type of boy I'm going to be raising.
Right.
And there's going to be a point where
it's okay to do what daddy did to mommy.
And it's like, there will be no turning back from this.
Yeah.
And so I really made the decision, and that lit a fire. the Monday.
Ass. You're like,
Monday I went and I filed those papers. I ran my own business for 5 years, and this set me back a whole lot. But I was so livid that next Monday I sold my computer, which was a Mac, $1,600, and I paid for my divorce.
Wow.
There you go. I mean,
I was like, you think I'm playing? Let's
look. I tried. I said, counseling, motherfucker. You put your hands on me, I'm gone.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.
Did X fight at all? Or?
No. He didn't have anything.
Cops were called. He got arrested.
He didn't have anything.
I didn't know if he tried to fight for custody at all.
Well, the thing is, we had 22 acres, and
he gave you 3.
Yeah. Which
kind of was sad in a way, because 3 acres and a mule is what comes into my brain.
It doesn't matter, because you know what I said?
That's fucked up in my
said,
head.
you take it all. I don't want nothing.
Right, but still, like,
I don't care.
Why can't you get 4?
I don't
2?
care. I don't care.
Why gotta be 3? Like, that's like a...
I don't care. The thing is, he's put me through so much. Not only that, I loved him so much. And there's no animosity or hate towards him. But at this point, I said, whatever it takes to get me out of this.
And my son.
Yes, that's all I said. And that's all I did. I said, take it all. I don't care.
Wow. And he didn't.
But the 3, just still.
I don't care.
The 3.
I don't care.
Wow. That says a lot that he didn't give a shit about enough to fight for his son at all.
Well, we share joint custody.
No, but I mean, like,
now I have primary.
Yeah. But he's there now, right?
Yeah.
While we do the podcast,
absolutely.
He's down in, how far is Gadsden or Cherokee?
Well,
County
it's about an hour and a half, about 2 hours.
So, do you have to go tomorrow?
We meet in the middle.
You meet in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay. So is that Like
Scottsboro.
Scottsboro.
Yeah, so
okay.
ever since the divorce, and I took him back to court a second time, which that cost me
For
a
custody
buttload of money too.
I mean, for child support or what?
For custody.
Oh, full?
We still have joint.
Yeah.
But it was more, I have primary now.
So that he can go to school.
Yes.
And
absolutely.
not have to move.
Absolutely.
Yeah, don't fuck up your child. I'm sorry.
And the thing is, I lived in Huntsville, and I was telling him, I was like, I will move to Gadsden. I won't move to Scottsboro because I have a camper. I could do that.
Right.
I will move closer, but we have to come to an agreement.
Where he stays in the same school.
Yeah, or
and does not have to.
And he didn't want to do that.
Schools.
And I was like, well, guess what? You'll be hearing from my lawyer.
That's right, girl.
Yes,
That's the way to do it.
And not only that, in the end, I don't understand why men just can't be like, okay, I will listen. Nope, you got to go the hard way. He went the hard way. And
he found out. He found out the hard way. Shit.
I love him. After that, we've been really cool. So I don't want to talk too much crap about him. I do.
He did some shit, though.
Yeah,
I mean,
he did.
He did. And you don't want your son to be in. Okay.
Anybody who would look at my name on the internet and start tying things together, because Itzen is a very there's not many Itzens. Even on the mountain, there's only one Itzen, and that's him. So they're all going to find each other.
That and your stepchildren that said, "What up, Mom?" And word.
Well, I was about to say, what did the stepkids think about all this, or were they at all?
Well,
they were old by then, weren't they?
What is it? Yeah,
they were adults.
They had their say on it. They knew who their dad was. That was his second failed marriage. They know exactly what he did. They knew he was an alcoholic.
Yeah,
I mean, and they didn't come around very much, and so they know.
So you know, that they know.
Yeah,
and they're good. So do they like keep in touch with you and Ray, or is it just kind of they're adults and Ray's baby? So
they all hang out with Ray.
Do they?
Because I was going to say crazy, but that is their stepbrother and their stepsister.
Well, I mean,
so they do.
I was going to say they're half sibling.
Yeah, they are. Well, they are.
Yeah, they're half siblings.
Not step half.
So they do. I love the relationship because, again, my stepkids, they've put me through a bunch of stuff. And the whole entire, when you have a step family, it's a lot.
Yeah.
But I do enjoy getting to hear Ray say, I was at Bubba's house and we went fishing and we did all this stuff. Now, is there drama? Sure. But there's nothing that's going to overshadow that other family part about it.
That feeling of that's my brother.
Yeah.
That's my
and he
Bubba.
Does. And
that's
he does.
my sissy or whatever he calls.
Where the half siblings at?
They all live in the same town.
Oh, Gadsden, Scottsboro area.
Mountain.
Oh, Cherokee.
Yeah.
The mountain.
Yeah.
Out in the country.
They all met and married on the mountain.
That's all they do is stay up there on that mountain.
So I guess
baby boy goes to the mountain.
Yeah, on the weekends.
Every weekend, every other weekend.
Every weekend. I get him one weekend out of the month, and he gets him the other months. He gets him on holidays. This summer was the first summer I was like, well, you can have him for the summer.
Wow.
I'll get him on the weekends. You have him for the summer. And I'm not a bad person. I'm not, or a devious person where I'm like, I'm gonna just,
No. So, I mean, we're not saying we don't.
I'm just saying in general.
Thinking that.
No, by no means. I'm just saying in general.
Just
I know
for the listeners?
people, how people, when they get separated, there's always someone who's going to be a devious.
Petty.
Yeah, there you go. I'm not a petty person. I'm like, you take him all you want.
You want your son? Go ahead.
Yeah,
have your son.
Absolutely.
I gotta work.
Does he actually want to spend time with him?
Sometimes. I mean, Does
he stay a lot of Bubbas and sissies?
No.
A lot of straight men are like, I'll take the kid, but then they just like, oh, mama, will you take my son and watch him? Is it that?
I mean, it's that's now that is like where kind of like
get into the gray area.
That is a very gray area because I don't want to put
anybody's
what Ray tells me
there.
And how I see him when I'm like, oh, we're gonna go to your dad's. That's hard to say when you see your son like, I don't want to go to my dad's. But again, I don't want to be the person in the middle of all of that. And I hate that.
But if your son says, I don't want to go to my dad's,
when he gets to be 12, 13, then he has
more of a say, you feel?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
why 5?
Because I mean, I don't know. I
Well,
don't know.
until he hits 13, she'd have to like
Exactly.
hit a lawyer.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I didn't know that. So okay.
Because at 13, they can start making decisions
14.
for.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, whatever. Sometime
It's
in
14.
their teens, they can
Where
start
I
making
had to
decisions.
get the STD results from the doctor from my son instead of from me is 14, which is weird. They don't have their own. They don't have a job. They don't have insurance. Like if he wasn't on Meta, get them
Who knows?
paid care. Like I would be paying for that shit. Why do you have to not go through him and not tell me at 14? It's weird.
Miss Aubrey, how
Sorry.
is his birth? Like, how was that process?
Oh.
I mean, I know I'm
You
skipping
went
back.
way back. Like
Well, I know, but I was just curious because, like, for people who had who didn't adopt, I'm always curious, like, how it goes.
and then on a mountain
Yeah.
where you're the like
Yeah,
we
we
know
had him in Rome.
we know you didn't have a midwife
You just
because
got,
those aren't
like,
legal.
I wanted
Dollar
to.
General now.
I wanted
like
to.
how? Like, did you go to Gadsden
I went to
or
Rome.
did you?
I went to Rome. I had him at Floyd Hospital.
Where?
Floyd Hospital
In Rome.
Oh, so you went back to Georgia?
Yeah. That's where I had him, yeah.
The fuck?
Shoot, that's the only hospital that
Is it
that
the
is what is
closest?
it? No, it's the most sanitary.
Really?
I don't wanna say
our
that,
last
but, like-
guest was telling us all about how she had to use an underground midwife.
Yeah.
Because midwifery
right.
here is illegal in
Alabama
Alabama.
doesn't believe in that.
So,
like she had what? Like the baby on the floor in Tennessee because Alabama doesn't do
midwifery. Yeah.
Mid what?
Wifery.
Is it Whiffer?
Midwives, but then the concept is midwifery.
Okay,
But
so she didn't make it to the tub and she was pissed because she's like, I paid for this shit and I drove all this way and I had the baby on the floor and not in the tub.
I was about to say,
So you went to
how was the
Rome.
birth in Rome? Did you?
So the contractions are horrible. The contractions were horrible. I went to the hospital. The first contraction I had, I was like, I'm having the baby. No.
You were like probably like 1 centimeter dilated.
Yeah,
weren't
exactly.
you?
They did.
Yeah.
I went to the hospital. I was like, I'm having the baby now. She
You're like,
goes,
"No."
no, ma'am. Those are what you call contractions. I'm like, but they hurt so bad. She goes, when your water breaks is when you come to the hospital. They sent me home.
Oh shit.
And
So how far away is Rome, Georgia,
it's about
from
30
Cherokee?
minutes, 35
Oh.
minutes, 40 minutes.
Okay, that's not bad.
Well, it's still.
Well,
I
but
mean,
out
it's
in
the
the
same thing
country,
for
that
guys.
ain't
I know
nothing.
the mountain and still to
I
wait.
mean, out in Cherokee County, I bet 30 minutes was how long it took you to the grocery store,
Yeah,
probably.
for real.
Yeah, I'm
You're
going
right.
to town.
Yeah.
That's
You're right.
probably what you said.
But yeah, I had they sent me home, and then I mean the contractions was just horrible. It was just I can't tell you. They sent me home the next morning. I'm having bad contractions.
But your water is still not broke?
It's still not broke, and I've watched some videos to prepare for all of this. So I'm on my knees doing the little stretches in the middle,
walking, trying to make the
Were you getting a
labor.
knitting needle to try
Yeah.
and put?
No, Jason.
What?
No
It's
needles.
like, come on,
Oh,
break the
like,
water.
I'm like,
No, I know.
I
It
gotta
was
like cross
horrible.
myself. Like, oh
It was
my gosh.
horrible. But I was on my knees doing like a shifting movement at like
Like,
10
baby,
o'clock.
just get the fuck out of me. I'm done.
My water broke, and oh man, it was the best feeling in the world.
Because you're like, dude, take me to the Rome.
Yes, exactly.
My water broke.
Well, we went and stayed with his sister in Rome because I wasn't driving all the way back.
okay,
because
so
I was
you were
about to
still
have
in
the
Rome.
baby.
Okay.
Well, I was supposed to have him on January the 8th. So I was like, I'm having the baby on January the 8th.
No.
Yeah, my
no.
water
Not unless you
didn't
have a
break.
cesarean.
Yeah.
Well, you're right.
Unless it's planned, it doesn't
And
work
so
that way.
my water broke 10 o'clock on the 8th at 10 p.m. On the 8th. And then I go to the hospital and I think I'm dilated to a 3.
Oh, fuck.
I'm
You got
dilated.
2 days for that shit.
Yeah.
No, that was dilated, but they were like, your water didn't break. I was like, my water did break. So they look and they test it. They're like, okay, your water did break, but I'm at a 3. So they're telling me to walk.
Right, because
they
you're
gotta get over-
really early into this is multiple days
What is
labor.
Well, I was supposed to be due on the 8th. I was supposed to have him on the 8th.
She's like, get this
Right,
fucking
exactly.
baby
But
out
the
of me.
contraction started earlier than that.
Yeah, the
right?
7th.
On the 7th.
Yeah.
So you're still 3 meters dilated is nothing.
I don't think she was
you're
3
right.
I'm
meters.
sorry.
I was 3 centimeters. Yeah.
9 feet.
Sorry, I forgot.
Your vagina was 9 feet wide.
I'm sorry, I forgot the centa and the beginning of that. My bad.
Oh, girl,
I'm not a fucking doctor.
I'm drunk. Leave me alone.
I watch the doctor shows, but I'm not a fucking doctor. Anyways.
So your vagina's 9 feet wide.
You're such an ass.
I'm drunk.
I love
Leave
you,
me
but
alone.
you
I've
are
had
an
way
ass.
too much wild turkey.
I mean, the bottle is
Will
like...
you let Aubrey tell us about her vagina? Go ahead, Aubrey.
I was trying to. You are an ass. Okay, Aubrey. You went to the hospital. You're 3. He's drunk. You're 3.
Your vagina.
You walk.
Yeah.
You continue to walk.
And the pain was so unbearable.
This is the 8th now.
Yeah, at 10 p.m.
Yep.
And
You went to the 9th, I'm sure, because you're only 3.
well, no.
No?
So
You pushed that motherfucker out in 2
No.
hours?
She's like, she
So-
reached in and pulled it apart.
let Aubrey talk about her vagina.
She's like, you two white people shut the fuck up and let me talk.
The ebony goddess has to talk. Shut the fuck up, white people.
Go
No,
ahead.
I'm just kidding. So I was in so much pain that they were like, they weren't going to admit me until my water broke. So my water broke, but I wasn't centimeter right. And I was like, well, I got so much pain. Please help me out with the pain. So they give me, I don't know what it was, a cortisone shot or some pain medicine.
Oh.
And they get my room set up. They give me the shot. I'm like, okay, man, I feel a lot better. But in my belly, I felt something happen. And it was so weird what I felt, what happened. But Ray flipped upside down. Well, the medicine they gave me made Ray flip.
Oh, no.
So it became breach?
Breach?
Yes. So
Oh,
he,
shit.
Oh,
so
Lord.
his head came up to my chest, and they're sticking their hand in and trying to. They're like jabbing. I was like, ma'am, there's something wrong.
Nope.
There's something wrong.
Nope. Like, he's
And
got his legs crossed. I just crossed.
And she's like, there's nothing wrong. There's something wrong. I said, ma'am, I'm telling you, there is something wrong. And so they keep feeling. It's like, yeah, I can't feel his head anymore. We got to get the doctor.
There's a foot. Motherfucker.
They're like, we got to get the doctor in here. So they got the doctor in here, and they're like, Aubrey, listen, if we don't do a cesarean, then the baby could be tied up to the umbilical cord since it flipped. And I am a wussy for pain. I'm a pro wrestler, but I'm a wussy for pain. Like, I am scared. And I told myself, I'm not having an epidural.
Nah, take them drugs.
Yeah, I was like,
Damn.
no. I was like, I'm not doing an epidural. But right when I had my pain, the contractions, I was like, okay, give me the epidural now.
Cut him
Give
out of me.
me the drugs.
And I was so glad that they gave me the epidural before he flipped, or he flipped during the epidural. I don't know what happened. But when they told me I had to get a cesarean, when you get a cesarean, you have to get an epidural. So I was so grateful that I went ahead and got the epidural.
So that way they could go ahead and do it.
And it was the heart. That was so... it was like, I can just see it now. It wasn't painful because, I can't feel any pain.
Right.
But my body was just convulsing, was shaking. And they pull the baby out, and there's a glass mirror here, so I'm looking at them cut and see the burn on my skin. And it was
Jesus.
a lot.
Really?
Yeah, it was a lot.
I didn't realize there was like a mirror that you can look at.
No, you can't look at it. There's no mirror there, but the way they had the room set up, there was a glass
That looked like a mirror,
Yeah,
kind of.
so I was seeing the reflection out of the glass.
No.
And then you the next thing you want to hear is your baby right when they take
Cry.
him out. Yes.
Yeah.
And like I'm
He
sitting
doesn't
there
cry.
just shaking. No, he does.
Okay, good.
I mean, he's shaking. I'm shaking. I'm like, is the baby okay? Is the baby okay? And the first thing I hear the doctor say is, I ain't never seen a big dick like that before on a baby.
Fuck!
Jesus Christ.
And
Jesus
and I have
Christ.
the actual picture of when he was laid up on the table with his dick and balls just purple and huge. The doctor said that. I ain't never seen a baby with a dick like that before. Oh God, when he started crying, they put him to me.
And your tears.
It was the weirdest because for the first day, and I feel bad about this, for the first hour, when he came out, when I'm in the room, I can't hold him because I just had a cesarean.
Right.
They have to put all
You're
these
drugged
blankets
up.
on me, and I'm like still shaking so bad. So I didn't get to hold him for like the first 3 hours of birth.
Don't feel bad about that.
I couldn't.
You can't help that.
But what feels worse is when they gave him to me and he's looking at me. I don't feel a connection with him. I'm like, get this baby away from me because I didn't birth him, and I don't feel anything towards him.
Because you were sheltered. You thought
you were
had
shock.
to give him out.
It was hard.
It was shock.
It was
that
so
was
hard.
Yeah, that is. Don't feel bad about that at all.
Yeah.
Because that is just your sheltered life for the first 24 years of your life, saying, I have to give my baby back.
Yeah, that is traumatic shock.
You know, that
it was hard.
Yeah, and then to see that cut.
All right, so was Dum Dum your husband at the time? Was he there?
Yeah, he was.
Okay.
Yeah, he was there through every
So he was
moment
good for
of it.
something.
Did he hold your hand? Did he say,
Yeah, he was there the whole entire time.
Okay.
And that was, a good experience for both of us. He did take care of him while I couldn't. And it wasn't until I started breastfeeding him and seeing him grow, and me and Ray, like that is my nigga.
That's your N-word.
That's your baby.
That's your N-word right there.
Baby. Like,
that's right. That's your blood. That's
he
your
and I
boo.
grew to love each other so freaking much. And it, but by breastfeeding him, and even me going through postpartum, because I went through it, but he still grounded me. He still held me down. Aww. He's made me into such a strong mother, woman, beautiful character, and I owe everything to him.
I was about to say, I think even before you gave birth to Mr. Ray, you were pretty amazing already.
Yeah, I mean,
because the whole Colorado story, I'm like, damn.
Yeah, you
were an inspiration.
You are a goddess.
Yeah,
definitely.
How is he's 5 now? Has it been pretty no health issues?
No, absolutely.
Good?
No,
good.
He doesn't have any health issues. Like I say, no health issues. I don't want to say I have ADHD, so I don't want to say he has ADHD. I do see that he's hyper.
Might be some traits.
Yeah, he might be hyper and all of that stuff, but no health issues whatsoever.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah. Oh God, he's my blessing.
No, I can't wait to.
You were about to say I can't wait to meet him.
I was, because my middle granddaughter is going to turn 5 in November.
Okay.
So if you want to bring him up for a birthday party, we might have. I want to see if I'll talk to my daughter and see if she wants to bring him up, and we'll have a little play date.
He plays well with other kids. He's very respectful. He walked into school this year and he met his teacher and he goes, "Hi, my name is Ray. What's your name?"
Aww,
she was like, "My name is Miss
Y'all
Starworth."
was like, Auntie J.
He goes,
food.
He goes, "Hi, Miss Starworth. It's nice to meet you."
Oh,
I mean, and he did that all on his own. Very respectful, and we were talking about letting him be his own individual person. And I give him that space so I can see him and how he's going to be as a person. I don't want to
fuck you, Roblox.
I don't want to control him to the point where he's rigid or going to be, I would hate to say this, but depressed or, take away something from him. So I give him, even at 5 years old, now I know as he gets older, I'm going to have to pull it back. And I do discipline him.
Boundaries.
Yeah, there you go. Set the boundaries.
Yeah.
But right now, I've set some great boundaries. He has a great attitude with life, and he is so loving and welcoming to everybody he meets.
And that sounds perfect.
That sounds wonderful.
I mean, right now, that's perfect.
Yeah.
You don't really get perfect.
No.
When you have a child.
By no means. And I'm not saying because let me tell you.
I'm sure.
We have this thing we call pocket sauce. Let's talk about pocket sauce.
Okay.
Pocket sauce?
Yeah, pocket sauce.
We need some explanation.
So, it's his armpits and his neck and wherever he can tickle, and he gives me a little bit of laughter. That's the sauce. His pockets are his armpits. And so I am bigger than him, and so sometimes because he's a man and he gives me that, I have to.
You
I
have to
give him
pretend to
that
giggle?
that male energy where he is wrestling with his testosterone and all of that. So I'll like put all my weight on him, try to get all the pocket sauce I can, and it kind of makes him mad because he can't overpower me. But yeah, he's still laughing so hard.
He's about to piss himself because you're like tickling the shit out of him.
Sometimes it just pisses him off that I can overpower him because he doesn't fully understand it yet. He'll go, "You son of a bitch."
Some of a bitch.
He'll start doing stuff like that.
Like, I got wink wink as some of a bitch.
And the thing is,
episode.
I'm not going to get mad at that because I know he's not saying it. He's just in the moment.
He's mad at himself, not at you. Yes.
Sometimes he'll look at me like, "Oh, did I just say that?
Am I going to get in trouble? Please, I don't want to get in trouble. It just came out."
But in the
word vomit.
Like I said, me and him just have a great time like that.
It sounds like it. It sounds like you have a great relationship.
Was it when I get the pocket sauce, he'll go just laugh so hard.
Don't you love that?
I do. I love it. We play Nintendo Switch together. Like, if anything, that's my little buddy. Like I said, he's my little buddy.
That's your bro.
He is.
Yeah. That's your love.
All right, you're gonna have to bring him over sometime. I'll next time I have the girls up, I'll let you know and so you
absolutely.
Bring them over. All right, ladies, this is probably a good time for a break because we're already at an hour 20.
Oh,
so
shit.
We'll be right back. And we're back, and hopefully Miss Aubrey and I have a chit chat when I'm sober, and she's gonna monetize this fucking
That'll
podcast.
That'll be tomorrow.
All right, Miss Jennifer,
yes.
I put guest introduce the snack, but you want to do it?
That's fine. I will introduce the snack.
Thank you.
Because
I'm drunk,
yes,
and she doesn't know where we ate. So,
so we were snacking on Aldi's dill Havarti. Yeah, it's the cheeses that is very, very good.
It is very good.
And we both had crackers, me and Aubrey, because I like cracker with my cheese.
So the reason I picked Havarti was that my mom and I did, when Jennifer wasn't available, I had my mom record with me, and
you didn't ask.
Well, you were so busy, and
but you didn't ask. I could have tried to come after work.
Ma'am, you got a lot going on. Anyway, so I picked a cheddar, and it was like. That is the sharpest cheddar I've ever fucking had in my life.
I didn't eat that.
And I think I may have some of you try it. But Mom was like, "Oh, had you picked Havarti, I would have loved it." I was like, so when I was at Aldi's, I was like, "Oh, Havarti, I'll get some."
Mama likes it. All the ladies will like it because Mama likes it.
That's right. Aubrey and Jennifer like some Havarti.
I don't like the cheddar sharp. I mean, I don't like the cheddar sharp. Anyway.
I like cheddar,
you
but
do.
even this was like.
I don't.
It was pushing it for me.
I'm a mild
It was
girl.
so sharp.
Yeah.
So.
It was good.
Aubrey, what'd you think? Was it pretty good?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah,
I do.
We had I went to Aldi's and I raided their snack aisle. I got knockoff biscotti.
Yeah.
Some sort of German.
It's from the Netherlands, so it might not be knockoff.
Yeah,
it might be the knockoff of biscotti for the Americans.
Who knows? But I also got some
German dark chocolate crackers.
Yeah, and Miss Aubrey picked the Havarti for us. So
the cheeses.
All right.
We asked you for a story.
Nope, that's not yet. Is it yet?
No, it's a break. We had
we had snack time. Now it's story time. I am super drunk at the moment because I've had probably
we didn't take
5
a break
shots.
after the interview.
So you like the wild
turkey? We gotta take a break.
I do like. I cannot feel my lips anymore, Miss Aubrey.
Take a break, real quick.
We've already done the break.
No, we didn't take the break after the interview. I did the damn.
Aubrey, did we do the break?
We did the 1, 2.
Did we?
Yeah.
Shit.
We did.
Okay.
All right. So we've had our snack time. Now it's story time. Miss Aubrey.
We did ask you for a story.
Yeah. Do you have a story about your kids?
Or yourself?
Your son?
As far as
just funny.
Anything funny, embarrassing?
What is it? The pocket sauce was one of them.
I mean,
okay. You got another one?
You got another one?
I have another one
for yourself. You said you were one of 10. So
it doesn't have to. It doesn't have to be about Ray. So anything.
So it could be the 8 siblings. Ray. It could be the stepchildren you already said.
Or about your
That's
siblings.
One, I'm sure.
Okay, so
good story.
Let's do this.
All right.
Yeah. We got you.
Since we're drinking wild turkey.
Oh,
and
Lord.
I love wild turkey. So we went to Michigan
Damn.
a couple of years ago.
Now who's we?
Ray Ray and
We call him Ray Ray.
yeah, I love my Ray Ray.
Ray.
And
You
ex-husband
and you. Okay.
and me and his in-laws.
Oh.
his in-laws.
Yeah, I drove him
fuck?
up there. I know.
Who's in Michigan?
Job. He's just working out there.
Okay. As a pipe fitter.
Yeah.
So you are that close to your in-laws that you?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Shoot. I
So
love him.
if baby daddy wasn't in the picture, like you would just be.
I would
good.
still hang out with him. Yeah. I still hang out
that's
with
a
him.
Get rid
good
of
situation.
baby daddy, and then we're good.
Yeah, I'd still hang out with him.
I mean,
I still
that's-
hang out
That
with
is
him today.
crazy.
I mean, that's what I hope for my Elijah's mom.
I hope so.
Yeah.
She's my.
I mean, they've never done me any wrong, and they've always done good by me.
I
so.
mean, it sounds like it. So okay, y'all went to Michigan.
So we went to Michigan, and we were separated. Corey and I were
Ex was
yeah,
separated.
Yeah,
me and my
definitely.
ex-husband were separated.
I think you've said his name way too
I
many
know.
times for us to edit this shit.
I know. It is
He'll
what
try.
it is. It is. I don't
It's
care.
whatever you decide when you're sober. So you
Shoot,
tell
I don't
me
care.
on Monday.
I'm not worried about it. But we're still separated, and I drive him out there to Michigan. Up there to Michigan.
Because that is a long fucking trip.
It
That's like
is.
10
I'm
hours?
sorry. That
It
is
was a
what
lot.
Kiki does with
was a
baby
lot.
daddy.
Yeah, that's.
That's a long trip.
Jennifer's talking about my daughter and her. She drives up to Michigan, which is about Detroit, which is 10 hours
Yeah,
away.
Yeah.
we were in Detroit.
Yeah.
Well, we were in Michigan. We drove to Detroit just to see Detroit.
Right.
And we're separated. And there's some things that he does that just gets underneath my skin. Like I'm not a person that flips my lid very often, but when I do,
When he pushes the buttons too many
I do.
times.
So we were in Michigan, walking down Detroit somewhere, and he said something, did something, and just made me so mad that I walk off. I'm like 10 paces ahead, and they're still somewhere.
And then baby
like-
daddy and then laws
And
are
Ray
behind
Ray,
you.
yeah, they're all behind
Ray
me.
Ray's behind you too?
Yeah, they're
Ray Ray's not with you?
No.
Oh.
No, I'm all by myself. Because if I'm going to do something.
We're about to fight.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, so I walk
Throw them
off.
both.
I find me a bar and I walk in.
Yeah.
Give me a shot of
yeah.
wild turkey,
Hell yeah.
motherfucker.
Hell yeah.
He
I
finna
said I
pay
double
for it when he
shot.
walk up.
I did a double shot.
Yes, ma'am.
And so when I go in there, I did a double shot. Right when I walk out of the bar, I'm like, I just went to use the bathroom. Here they all come right up to me. And like I said, wild turkey just makes me get a wild hair, and I just want to do something crazy. I just want to do something so crazy. We walk up to the river rock, where the river is, the Detroit River.
Nope.
So there's the Detroit River where you can see Canada over there. So we're all sitting on a
You
bench.
ain't planning to like swim across to go to Canada, are you?
So we're all sitting on the bench, and I'm talking to his dad, and I'm like, "You think I could swim all the way over there to to Canada?" He goes, I don't think that's possible. I take my dress and I
Who's
pull
he?
it.
Is it Ray Ray or is it baby daddy?
It's his
stepdad.
dad. Yes,
It's in-laws.
it's his dad.
Baby daddy, okay.
I took my dress, I jump on top of that rail, and I jump right into it.
Aubrey,
I jumped right
you
into
took your
it.
dress
No,
off.
I did.
You were in your
Did
panties
you
and
swim
bra.
to Canada or did
I
you
did.
you make it to Canada?
Well, no,
Were you in your
the
panties and
current
bra?
was so strong. The current was
Aubrey.
the wild turkey wasn't strong enough.
Don't let it shit on the wild turkey.
Oh, it wasn't strong enough. I jump in. The current is pulling me out. It's pushing me into the wall. It's pulling me out. And I'm like, Aubrey, you done it. This is it.
fucked up.
I know. I done it. And I'm like,
Baby
I see
Jesus.
the railings and I climb back up.
Take care of my baby.
His dad goes, I don't even know who you are. He takes off. And Ray Ray's like, I want to jump in with mom.
No, baby, don't do it.
Oh
my God.
Straight my leg's
Oh,
bleeding,
shit.
everything is wet, it's cold.
You're in
put
your
your dress
panties
back
and bra.
on.
I'm like, wild turkey never fails, man.
It failed you this time.
Boy, hell.
Jesus.
I ain't never going to drink wild turkey again.
I'm gonna go jump
I'm
in the Tennessee.
scared.
I'm gonna go jump in the Tennessee River
I
now.
know that. Ugh. It's many documentaries and like just crime stories that I've heard of, like rivers. Oh, it's just like I think of dead bodies. Like that's the first thing.
So my friend lived in St. Louis for a while, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I was drunk and I jumped in the Missouri River outside of St. Louis." I'm like,
Blech.
I was like, that is some muddy, dirty, like polluted water. He's like, yeah, I did it. I was drunk. I'm like,
I'm just.
so wait, was this the river or was this the Great Lake?
This was the river. You could see Canada straight across.
You try to swim.
Aubrey.
Yeah, I
So,
did. I
man.
loved
maybe
it. I loved
That
it
wild
here.
turkey
Fuck
got
a
you.
bunch of wild turkey. I ain't never drinking wild turkey again. Fuck that. I might do some shit I regret. And there's not much I regret. It's true.
But you know what?
What?
It's the time. Oh, Jesus
The outro?
Christ. I am so drunk,
You
y'all.
are,
I've had
baby.
probably 3 or 4 drunk.
Do I need to do it?
No, I can do it.
Okay.
All right. Miss Aubrey, thank you so much for coming on the podcast.
Yes.
Thank
And
y'all
for
for
all our
having me.
listeners, if you have any funny stories about your kids,
Or if you need some bad parenting advice, or if you have any ideas for topics, please.
please email us at guidetopoorparenting@gmail.com.
Or call us at 256-274-1329.
Thanks again for listening to another episode of A Guide to Poor Parenting.
If you like our podcast, please give us a 5-star rating on whatever platform you're listening on.
And if you don't like our podcast, just like when our kids ask if we will get out of our comfortable bed and play Roblox with them.
Tough shit. I'm in bed.
I'm in bed.
I'm comfortable. You
Thanks,
finish
Miss Aubrey.
that shit. Whatever.
Thank y'all for having me.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.